How much? Mason asked.
$5,000.
She should see the district attorney, not me, Mason remarked.
The district attorney would prosecute him,
Della Street pointed out.
But that wouldn't get Miss Duchesne her money back. She thought you might be able to shake him down.
Thought you said he'd skipped out.
He did, but she's found where he is. He's going under the name of George Pritchard, registered at the Palace Hotel, and—
She a local girl? Mason interrupted.
No, she came here from Reno, Nevada. She followed him here.
Mason squinted his eyes thoughtfully and said, Tell you what, Della, I won't take any money from Miss Duchesne because there's only one thing for her to do, and she can do a lot better than a lawyer can. You can give her the advice with my compliments. If this is a racket with him, he'll use the coin he got from her to make a play for bigger stakes with some rich woman. He'll sink that $5,000 in clothes and atmosphere, tell her to keep watch on him, and about the time he's sinking his hooks in some wealthy woman, show up and shake him down hard.
Won't that be blackmail?
Della Street asked. Sure, it'll be blackmail.
Suppose they arrest her for it.
Then, Mason said, I'll defend her and it won't cost her a damn cent. My God, what's the world coming to if a woman can't pull a little justifiable blackmail when she's victimized? You tell her— The phone rang. Della Street said,
Hello,
as she picked up the receiver, then cupped her hand over the mouthpiece and said to Mason,
She's in the outer office.
Tell her to wait, Mason said. I'll keep her waiting for 5 minutes for discipline's sake. No, damned if I do. I want to talk with her. Send her in. You stay, Della. Jackson, you can work on that reply brief in the traction company case. Della Street said in an icy voice,
Tell Miss Hammer she's 18 minutes late for her appointment, but she may come in.
Jackson, tucking a pad of yellow foolscap under his arm, quietly left the office. A moment later, the door from the entrance office admitted a blonde young woman in a knit sport outfit which showed the contours of her figure, almost as plainly as though it had been a swimming suit. She smiled at Perry Mason and said, so rapidly that the words almost ran together,
Oh, I'm so sorry I was late.
She glanced from the lawyer to Della Street. Her lips remained smiling, but her eyes ceased to smile. My secretary, Miss Street, Perry Mason said. Don't look like that. It won't do you any good. She stays and takes notes. You needn't worry. She knows how to keep her mouth shut. Sit down. You wanted to see me about your uncle, didn't you? She laughed.
You quite take my breath away, Mr. Mason.
I don't want to. You'll need it to talk with. Sit down and start in. She tilted her head slightly to one side, half-closed her eyes in arch appraisal, and said,
You're a Leo.
Leo?
Yes. Born sometime between July 24 and August 24. That's under the sign of Leo. It's a fiery, executive, magnetic sign. You're ruled by the sun. You have a robust constitution. You glory in danger, but you're susceptible to—
Forget it, Mason interrupted. Don't waste my time telling me about my defects. You'd be here all afternoon.
But they're not defects. It's a splendid sign. You're—
Mason dropped into a swivel chair and said, Your name's Edna Hammer. How old are you?
23.
Does that mean 23 or 25? She frowned and said,
It means 24, if you're going to be accurate.
All right. I'm going to be accurate. You wanted to see me about your uncle?
Yes.
What's his name?
Peter B. Kent.
How old is he?
56.
You're living in the house with him?
Yes.
Your parents are dead?
Yes, he was my mother's brother.
How long have you been living in the same house?
About 3 years.
And you're worried about your uncle?
About his sleepwalking, yes.
Mason picked a cigarette from the case on his desk, tapped the end on his thumbnail, raised his eyes to Edna Hammer. Want one? He asked, and as she shook her head, Mason scraped a match on the underside of the desk and said, Tell me about your uncle.
I don't know just where to begin.
Begin at the beginning. When did he first start sleepwalking?
A little over a year ago.
Where?
In Chicago.
What happened? She squirmed in the chair and said,
You're rushing me off my feet. I prefer to tell it my own way.
Go ahead. She smoothed her knitted dress across her knees and said,
Uncle Pete is generous but eccentric.
Go on, Mason said. That's not telling me anything.
I'm trying to tell you about his wife.
He's married?
Yes, to a hellcat.
Living with him?
No, she was getting a divorce. Only now she's changed her mind.
What do you mean?